Hey everybody, good morning. Good morning, almost afternoon, and I'm a little bit running behind today. So, hey, it's me, Kim, at Kim Overholt's Art and Entertainment Studio, otherwise known as Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio. But if you want to know a little bit more about me, check out my website at kimoverholt.com. Hi, I'm live. I'm starting out my week again, and I say a quick hello because I've gotten used to just coming by and saying a quick little something and leaving again. It's in my nature to do, right? I'll blah 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 blah. See you later. Bye bye. Yeah. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. I did a little bit of drawing over the course of the weekend. Where did I put? I was going to show you. I have my drawing tools here. I keep them in my handy dandy little. And I got some new markers too. I have to show you. Um, Not that one. It's one's a ooh, dual ended. Oh boy, I get excited about stuff dual ended. And the other one's a nice thin one like this. And this one's actually from Japan. So I was doing a lot of drawing with it and really nice stylistic. Like, oh, you could do some great writing with this one because, Japanese writing is always so fluid and beautiful. The language itself is like, I wouldn't be able to either write it or print it or speak it for that matter. But I know there's a lot of people out there who do and have learned, and they're very adept. And I'm sure if I wanted to learn it enough, I would take it up myself. But unfortunately, I don't see myself ever going to Japan in any time in the near future unless um, somebody wants to kind of pick me up and take me there on a whim kind of thing. But I don't think they do whims anymore with the way everything in the world's working right now. There are no whims. There's just you go for it. You're either here or you're not. You're either here where you are or you are somewhere quarantining for 2 weeks, waiting to go to some place where you have to go. As soon as you get there, you'll have to go back home because you've now ran out of money for being there in the first place because you can't afford to even have a holiday anymore without it having to do with a quarantine and 2 weeks and then doing something and then having to go home. So yeah, if you have a lot of money, if you're a rich person, you can still go out and hop the airlines and go to wherever your little heart desires. But if you're like me and you don't. It's easy, really easy. You save yourself a lot of money that way too. Yeah, yeah. You know what I was thinking today, and I've been thinking over the course of the weekend. I was doing some drawing. Yeah, I wanted to show you my drawing. Where the hell? That's part of me. I didn't mean to. But I thought I brought this. But I thought, oh, it's right in front of me. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I've had those moments where I'm holding on to my little dog, and I'm like, "Where's Mina?" You're holding on to her. It's just like it's right in front of me. I don't even know. Like, hello, it's right in front of me. Okay. So yeah, lately, like I say, I've been into drawing a lot in this book. Actually, I stole this book. Uh, I know there's an Ian Lee out there, and I know there was one where he had also a book where it said this book was stolen from Ian Lee. And yes, I stole your book, Ian. I have your book, and inside it is from when you were at Ridley College, and yeah, I got all your stuff here. Yeah, just so you know. But no, I didn't steal it. Actually, at the end of the year, he tossed it out, and I just ended up in my hands because I know people who do dumpster dives as much as I like to do dumpster dives. Yeah, right. Oh, and here's the start about I did a a portrait for a friend of mine of his dog, his little um, what do they call Wiener Schnitzel dogs? Yes, unfortunately passed on, but I did a painting for him, and that was like a rough drawing sketch of it. Oh yeah, and in this book I have what do I have? I've been just trying to do a little bit of everything to work with my pens. My oh, this is when I was doing an idea for uh, can't even think of the philosopher's name. The guy who rode on a an oxen and stuff. And here's me making all kinds of stylized pictures. Oh, I did like a cup of coffee. Oh, and I got Mark Anthony and Pussyfoot. Oh, isn't that cute? Yeah, yeah. And I got Brad Pitt's clothes. Does do does clothes make the man? That's what I want to know. Do clothes make the man, or is it the other way around? I have ideas. I play with my pens. Tobogganing, of course. I love tobogganing, and I loved Brad Pitt, but you know what? The more that I'm learning about all the stuff that's going on, I'm like, maybe you know what? I don't know. You know what? He's got a lot on his plate, and I really like. He doesn't need an extra one of crazy like me hanging around him, anyways. So I do like a lot of pictures and distractions. Yeah, it's a lot of distractions and a lot of happy faces. And I try to fill up with all kinds of stuff for people to kind of get an idea of what to look at and what not to look at. You know, there's some stuff. Evil elf, hands and feet, faces, and more cheers, more happy birthdays. Yeah, angry cats. Yeah, and stuff like that. Little drawing eyes. And werewolves and characters. How do you explain that one? It's a floating castle. uh, Fingers and toes and eyes and shapes. I've got tons of things in here, and songs, sounds, and places. Oh. And oh, I did a picture of James Dean. Yeah, I did a picture of James Dean. And you know, like you go into and I did a picture of this guy here. I can't think of his name at the top at the moment, but you know, I'm trying to draw faces, and I'm always trying to improve my art skills, and that's what the thing is about starting a new week is always keeping yourself crisp and with all your drawing and stuff, and keeping yourself on top of everything. Of course, if you want to get good at something, you have to keep on practicing it. So I practice my ukulele, and I practice my drawing, and I practice my writing, and I practice my yeah. And then I work, and then I come home, and it's another day, another day, another day, another day, another day, another day. And yeah, so it's another week of doing basically what I usually do. You know, I'm usually one that, uh, you know, I talk about a lot of stuff, and a lot of things go through my mind, and not just you know, just random things, but a lot of things that concern me. Uh, the thing is that putting them out to the public, it's like opening Pandora's box, right? You can say all kinds of things and throw it out there, but you never know what kind of a reception you're going to get from it, right? And uh, maybe I'll talk of other things. I'll maybe talk of other things. I'll talk of other things that are interesting to me. I find very fascinating. Um, yeah, working, trying to get a business going. This is an interesting subject to talk about. Getting your business started. I spend most of my time just trying to sort through what I'm thinking is going to impress somebody, give somebody some joy, maybe uh, get people started interested in maybe hiring me for something, for doing some kind of art in the arts. And yeah, you know, I put it out here all the time. So I mean, I keep trying. I keep trying, and I will 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 keep trying. Because really, it's the only thing I like to do is on my art. I find that I've been doing a lot of watching some of my old videos, and I realize I do have a tendency to stumble a bit through my words. So I'm also learning to get better at speaking. I actually have an app that I have on my phone that it will teach me about enunciation and word association and talking, tongue twisters, that kind of thing, to get me talking in public a little bit more, like, well, not talking in public, but talking more precisely, I guess the word would be. And I do all this to just try and get somebody's attention, I guess. Long time ago, I think maybe when maybe I started doing paint nights, I started thinking of fame. Before fame for paint nights, I don't think I ever thought of fame. Well, that could be a lie. I could be a lie because I know that when we were doing the magic shows, I was always trying, well, getting to go to Hollywood and everything. I was always hoping that maybe I'd get discovered, that kind of thing. And fame, fame. Yeah, I think everybody's looking for fame, and it's an unfortunate thing um, to have your name last forever, even though you don't. Sometimes it's probably better to let names fade into the past, like they should, and just carry on having a last name as if you have children. You carry on that name, that title. Those people who go by that name will always be recognized by their last name. And you're like, oh yes, yes, of course we know. Blah, 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 yeah, their father was blah 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 blah, and blah blah blah. And if you're good at it enough, if you have a good enough family name, you have a good enough reputation. You can continue on having a good association. But if you have a name that doesn't get associated with really anything, my name, last name Overholt is. There's actually an Emily Overholt. I think it's Emily Overholt that works in Toronto and does vocal teaching, that kind of thing, for doing stage and screen and things like that. And that's great, and it's good to know but is she related to me? No, not uh, maybe somewhere down the line, maybe cousin somehow, but not related by blood, anything to anywhere near here. You know what I mean? Um, and for what fame my family has, it had never has been anything that's worth writing home about. My grandfather fought in the First World War and met my grandmother, brought her home from England, that kind of thing. Um, that's kind of an interesting thing, but that's nothing to get famous over. It's not anything that to make everybody go ooh ah, that kind of thing. I think everybody's looking for that thrilling, that ooh ah kind of thing that'll make people just go, whoa, wait a minute, stop the press, who's that? Like Vicky Vale, right? Well, I'm Kim, but I'm not a Kim Basinger, that's for sure. And as much as she's so sexy, and well, I don't know what she looks like now, but I'm sure she's probably still sexy. Sexy, you don't stop being unsexy, right? I should know. Right. Anyways, yeah. So today it's a new week, and I'm starting up for some, like I say, I was showing you some of the things that I have going on in my book, and starting up for next week, a brand new week. This week, a brand new week of trying to see what I'm good at, and maybe moving in a different direction. Maybe I'll find something that will make me famous, other than showing my boobs. And I'm not showing my boobs. No. Here's a funny thing. I wonder if they talk about genetics, and they talk about Calico cats are only female because they only have only calico cats are female because of the fact that they have the Y chromosome. Like women have the XY chromosome, where males have just the X chromosome. And for that reason, we have that extra little bit that allows us to be a little bit different, right? And that allows us to kind of fit in with you guys, kind of thing. But yeah, I'm wondering if certain aspects, like certain birthmarks and things, also relate to people of fame, that kind of thing too. Uh, just because if anybody has like a certain birthmark, maybe that means there's something, I don't know. Like a lot of people used to say certain birthmarks on your face were means of royalty or whatever. I don't know. I got moles all over my face. I have my hubby has a birthmark on his leg. I have a birthmark that's just right there. Oh, here, I'll show you. I'll show you my birthmark. It's right there. Oh, a little bit lower. Everybody has like a little bit of something, right? So yeah, that's my birthmark right there. And what it did is like something that was here went. Oh, I don't think I can lift up this sleeve far enough, but it went from there. Like my arm was here, somewhere in the genetics, and I have a mark right here. See that mark there? It matches up with this mark that goes right there. And although, of course, my chest expanded, so this is what the original size of it was, and it went like my arms were like this. Obviously, somewhere in the womb, like this. So yeah, birthmarks and stuff. You think about things like that, and it's like, that's kind of odd. Yeah, and you wonder about, does that kind of stuff ever like mean anything? Does it mean anything special? Myself, I never had any children because I'll be quite honest. I didn't have a great childhood, and not that it would rub off on my children, but I always heard stories of your kids end up being like you, and believe me, I don't want ever to have my kids be anything like I was. I don't ever want to have them live like that. No way. No way. Oof. See, I get clump just thinking about it. Oof. No. Mm-mm. Not that it was bad. Not that it was all completely bad. I mean, we all have some good things about our lives, but there's some things in my brain that I don't tell about. Well, if you watch some of my videos, you probably learn a little bit about some of the things that go on in my brain. You know that I am very, very. I went to the library a lot, and I've been trying to figure out this life for God next to forever, and yeah, it's part of the reason why I get a little bit. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I don't like to talk about it because it has to do with, maybe it does have to do with birthmarks, and maybe it does have to do with being born different, and maybe it does have to do with there being something different about me from the rest of my family. That, not that there's anything really wrong with me, but there's something different about me. Um, and maybe my sister, maybe my younger sister, maybe she might have the same thing I have too. And it's not a psychic thing. Well, maybe it is a psychic thing. I don't know. I wouldn't even know what I would call it. But it's a real thing. It's something very real. and when I think about if my kid had to be born into the same thing I had, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So that's why I didn't have kids. So yeah, there was many. I give many excuses, but there's a major excuse, and I really don't want it. So And it's part of the reason why I love to do art, and I love to escape, I guess you would say, to those little places I go to when I do my art, because it helps me to cope with what I deal with. Yeah, yeah. So yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So, hey, Kim Overholt here. Like I say, there's a lot of wild things that go on in the course of the week, and a lot of things that go on as I'm researching a lot of the people that I paint. I do research on all the people I paint, all the people I draw, all the people that I've known or have been. People get me to do commission pieces of art. I will research the people and the painting and research everything, because you know what, when you paint something and draw something, I mean, it has to have more meaning than just like it's a deeper meaning for me, I guess. And it helps me. It's like a coping mechanism, I guess. Maybe that's what the whole thing of doing art is for me, a coping mechanism, because we know that this life is run by a bunch of rich, crazy people who really don't want anybody else to have what they have, because they have the fame, they have the money, they have everything that they want, and they don't want anybody else to. It's an I, me, mine situation, and it might be one of those things that I'll never be able to grasp or understand, but maybe one day. Well, that's like I say, that's the reason why I didn't have the kids, because it's like you can carry on your name that way for sure, through your kids, and you could through your actions and your words, you can carry on your life through your kids, and I carry mine on through my art, and what you see with my art is a piece of myself. So, and that's what it's all about, right? I guess with you, when you have children and stuff, you also give a piece of yourself, and that's another reason why I stayed single myself, because oh well, yeah, for the longest time, because I didn't want to have to be anybody's burden and be anybody's problem, I guess. Uh, my hubby, like us, and we've been together 25 years, and the 25 years, I've never wanted or asked him for anything more than what we've been able to give to each other, and that's all I've ever wanted, because when you live with somebody, you have to start to understand it's not about you anymore. Even when you have children, you have to understand that it's not about you anymore, it's about the other person as well. So even even though I didn't have children, I didn't have to deal with having that little bit of going on, and I didn't have to deal uh, with the whole growing up thing, because changing diapers is probably I did it already when I used to do babysitting, and I used to babysit my nieces and nephews and uh, cousins and whatnot. I learned. And I'm rambling. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to ramble. Okay, but anyways, yeah. So it's the beginning of a new week, and yeah, and I'm just trying to get my week in order to figure out what's going to be happening next. Obviously, I was working on James Dean, and although James Dean is an interesting face to work with, I might move on to another subject too, and I'm not sure which one it'll be. Um, maybe Harry Styles or something. Maybe I'll do a Harry Styles or something. No, I don't like. No, I give it up. I give it up. I gotta try and find something else to draw. If any of you guys have any suggestions of what I could be drawing or what I should be drawing, please let me know. Or if you need anything art wise, check out my portfolio, which is basically my website, kimoverholt.com, to see what kind of things that I do. And I think I have my rates there too. But if not, you can always contact me. I can give you all kinds of information. And of course, in my studio right now, I'm just kind of like the beginning of the week and just sorting out things to do for the course of the week. I've got my schedule up until the end of the month, and I've got some things to do for myself mostly. But yeah, you know what? I thought I'd clean up too and look at least decent. Where sometimes I've come in front of the and I haven't showered. And lucky for you, I'm showered and clean and I smell nice. If there was smell-o-vision, you could smell me. I smell good. And you know, some days I come up on here, I may look okay, but I probably smell kind of funky. I don't know. But I like to be funny and I like to be myself. I couldn't imagine myself being anybody other than me. Except sometimes I pretend like I'm Brad Pitt. And it's funny because it's like I've been drawing them for like I drew them all last year. I've been trying to cut back. I wanted to start drawing somebody else because I've had enough of that too. So but every once in a while I imagine my face being Brad Pitt's face. And I imagine myself being, and I used to do that when I was a kid. I used to imagine myself being other actors or actresses sometimes. Well, especially when we used to do like the Star Wars thing, you know, trying to be Princess Leia, that kind of thing. That was me. Um, I always loved that kind of thing. Uh, James Dean, yeah, I guess I put on James Dean face back when I was 15, 16 years old, or 14, because I didn't know how to deal with a lot of the things that was going on with my friends, getting pregnant at 15 and things I couldn't understand. And like I say, I'm glad that I am the age I am now rather than being. I don't want to go through that again. And having a kid grow up and having to do that, what I had to live through, no, no. Nobody should have to deal with that. This world is crazy. This world is and I'm willing to fight for it. Sure, I'll fight for my world. I'll fight for what I believe in. I'll fight for the love that I believe is out there for every one of us. And I believe that you know it'll come down to a time where you know if we want this to keep going, it's going to destroy us. But if we want to actually do anything, we're going to have to actually you know put on our game face and get out there and show the world that you know this is our time to just be to do our thing and get it done. Yeah, now I've talked to you for almost a half an hour and I haven't really accomplished anything, so I better go get something accomplished, or maybe I'll just start it live. I'll start a live painting or something. That's what I like to do. Okay, well, yeah, all right. Well, let me see what I can find. So I'll show you my process. This is what I usually do when I'm going to find something to do. All right, go on to not Facebook. I go Twitter, uh, Google. Hey Google, hey Google. 8 glasses of water a day. No, no, no nonsense to choosing the right beard. Hey, you know, I've been always thinking of growing myself a beard. I tracked down the girls who bullied me as a kid, and here's what they had to say. You know what? I got bullied a lot when I was a kid too. Oh my gosh! But I think it had a lot. I had a lot to do with the problems that they were dealing with at home because I know a lot of kids were going through a lot of hard times. Not just me. It wasn't just me, but you know, I had to deal with a lot of stuff, and I saw a lot of stuff that I didn't really understand. So. Ooh, Miles Davis. Yeah, yeah, Miles Davis. That was a good paint picture to do. I really enjoyed that. La, da, da. So let me see. But like portrait. Yeah, portrait celebrity. There we go. Oh, in a couple of days, they're gonna take me away because the press let the story leak. And when the radical priests come to get me released, we is all on the cover of Newsweek. But I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. I'm taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye to Rosie and the queen of coronavirus. I seen me and Julio down by the schoolyard without a mask on. You see me and Julio down by the schoolyard without a mask. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard without a mask on. Hey, where are you? How far do I have to dig now to find you? You're doing your best to be forgotten, aren't you? Yeah, you're trying to get me to forget you. I know. But I'll find you. Who's that? Ah, right. Where are you? High resolution celebrity portraits. There we go. What do we have? Dum 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 dum. He's got your wife quite a bit. Come on. There you are. Yeah, you always look so fucking angry. Oh, pardon my French. Oh my gosh, didn't mean to say that. Whoa. But sometimes you do. It's like, geez, give me that smile. Yeah, your smiles aren't as sincere as they used to be. I know. You gotta force them to happen nowadays. That's all right. I don't mind. Yeah, okay. Let's find you. I'm gonna find you a nice picture, and I'm gonna draw up something. Yeah, I don't know what happened to you. Oh yeah. Yeah, you know what? And nowadays he looks a little bit on the plasticky side. Ooh, there's interesting. Yeah. Anyhow, I should go because I'll find something to draw, and then I will bring it up to the forefront for you to take a look at. I gotta take a look a little longer. Yeah, there's too much going on. Anyways, I hope you have. Sorry, I really am just kind of. Ooh, I'm out there today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'm sorry for the distraction. I know I'll get better, and I'll come back with something for you. And in the meantime, I just want to say thank you for tuning in to How To, and believe me, whatever goes down in this little artist's mind is something that's bigger than this world can ever handle. Yeah, as my mom used to say. And yeah. Oh, look, there's somebody up coming now behind you. What's that? Who's that?